Ignition and welcome to a new day, Internet. Apologies if I sound a little nasally at the moment. I just had a little sneeze fit. I was perfectly fine before that, and now all of a sudden I'm like, it's not clogged, but yeah. I'm good though, I promise, I'm good. It's a beautiful day now. I like how the vlog starts out with a storm, and now it's just perfect out. That is yet another perfect example of winter in Wisconsin. Well, not even winter in Wisconsin, just general Wisconsin weather. 1 minute it's nasty and doing all this other stuff, and then it's this. Which I can't even complain because it's not snow, so anytime you don't have snow in Wisconsin, it's a win. Excuse me. I know a few people that would actually say otherwise. Forget those people. Is that another weather report? It was, wasn't it? Yeah! Speaking of weather report and the last time I said Weather Channel, guys, I just want to give you a huge shout out. I don't know if... Forgive me, I swear I said it in the other vlog, but regardless, a few days ago, my awesome bro Alex actually edited the vlog a few days ago, the one that's the end of a chapter. I strongly suggest you go check that out. I will put the annotations and links in the description and whatnot. I do believe this very video that you're watching now, he edited once again. Thank him, guys. Just thank him in the comments. He's doing great. I love it. Pardon me. He's kicking ass. I'll give him that. He is genuinely kicking ass. He's an awesome bro. He's an awesome editor.
Why, thank you.
Not that I can't edit my own stuff, but we have a history of just vlogging together, and I honestly love his editing styles, and we're like, hey, you know what? Why don't we try partnering up one more time? See where it goes. And so far, so good. Granted, this partnership isn't exactly two guys in a vlog. I wonder where that's going. But either way, it's awesome. He's awesome. He's a good editor. I love it. Let me know what you guys are actually thinking about what he's doing. If you ask me, he's making them even more interesting than I could actually make them.
Stop.
Not to say that my vlogs aren't good, but he honestly just gives my vlogs a different feel. Like, they're just a little bit more entertaining than I could do. Oh! Again, not to say that I can't do anything, but he just adds another element to it. I don't even know the best word to say about it, and not in a bad way, just I can't even put it into a word. Like, I'm making this sound super weird, I know it, and I'm sure you're probably gonna end up leaving it in to embarrass me, but got it! He's just an awesome editor, honestly. He's my bro, he's a good editor, I love it. Obviously, he's not gonna do it all the time, but I definitely appreciate it. It gives me some time to rest from time to time. I need to vlog, and I need to rest. And the daily streak continues. Let's just say that. Wow, this is actually the best shot I have. Why do I keep walking around? Just stay right here. It's cool, right? It's cool. It's cool. What did I say about no? No. Just don't. Okay, I'm done ranting now. Hi. You get your meal in, now you feel good? You feel good now that you got your meal? Ma'am? Ma'am, where you going, ma'am? Excuse me. Hey. Boo. I thought that would do something. Something I just thought about. I feel so bad now. Riley is way too easy to jump these days. He is way too easy to scare. Day or night, inside or outside. I could walk right up to him, he wouldn't know I was there. And I don't even really need to sneak up to him these days. Like back then, I'd have to actually be as quiet as possible and he'd just turn around and hear me coming. Now, I walk up to him inside the house, outside, you know, just, I can make as much noise as possible. He doesn't hear me at all, and I'll just go up to him, you know. Sometimes I'll actually try. I'm bad, I know. I'll just go up to him, grab him, really try to make him jump. Sometimes I actually just try to go up to him and pet him. Either way, attempting to make him jump, not attempting to make him jump, he's just so easy now. He's turning into an older pup. I like having fun with him, but he's getting older. They say Jack Russells can live up to 21 years, and he's 15, I think, 14, something like that, 14, 15, right? We literally just recently actually looked up his records again. Pretty sure he's about 14. Nobody really likes to think about, you know, the darker stuff for their animals, but he is getting to be an old pup. There's no real easy way around it. We love him, and we're definitely trying to enjoy every minute with him, but each and every day it's more and more noticeable. Like, he can't jump on the couch like he used to. Like, we put him up there now. We can tell when he wants to go up, and we put him up. He can't run up our stairs anymore. We have to help him up and down. He's just got that old dog look in his face right now. Like, if I filmed him, you'd go, he looks like a puppy to me still, Jeff, but the camera doesn't really get the details. Like, not to be too specific, but he's just got that, you know, is it crow's feet or something? I don't know. He just has that old look to his face now. Like, generally speaking, he still looks like a puppy, but the more I think about it, the more I just dread the day. I mean, it's gonna happen, I know, he's gonna pass, but that dog has been around since I was like 10 years old, and I'm gonna be 25 this year. And believe it or not, he actually used to hop really well. Like, you would hold a treat up, and most people would say we were being mean to him. He would straight up jump like 5 freaking feet in the air for it. I kid you not. All those stories you hear about Jack Russell's, you know, he was very energetic and, you know, athletic, whatever, you know. He was a powerful little pup. And now, he looks like a puppy, but he's an old dog. Let's just say there's a lot of things that have actually changed with him. Like, for the most part, he still seems like the old Riley that we know, but I'm talking in circles again, I know, and this is a really long clip. I'm sorry, Alex. Jeezy, I actually keep forgetting her age. We actually got her when she was only a few weeks old back in 2012, so I'd like to say she's probably 7 years old right now. I don't know why. I see her every day. I still love her just the same, but I never think about how actually old she is. That's the story. We got her as a Christmas present when she was a few weeks old back in 2012. Yes, I got very specific about that because that's just how I remember it. Christmas 2012 is when we got you, and you were literally practically a kitten. Yes, you. Ma'am? Ma'am? Look at her.
Will you get that camera out my face?
This will probably consume most of today's vlog just right here, because I'm about to sit down, have a brew.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What are you doing, bro?
6 o'clock now. I got off work 2 hours ago. I went to go see Aaron for a little bit, and now I'm about to have a brew.
Try a chip, bro.
Possibly just chill with the fam. Chill with the fam. Yeah, so that's my life right now. I'm actually just gonna shut up, because I don't know what else to say, and I don't want to talk too depressing or too cheesy. I love my animals. We'll, you know, spend the rest of our possible time we can with them. Alright, people. We're just gonna dive right into it. Game of Thrones rant. It's been a couple days behind. I'm sorry. I said I was gonna do this weekly. We're gonna keep that going. We have 2 more episodes left of Game of Thrones. I want to think about it, but we're gonna power through. And sit down. It's time for story time. I don't exactly have a good spot to sit in here. Sorry, so awkward sitting down. Story time, story time. So, like I've said before, to avoid spoilers, don't watch this part of the vlog unless you've actually watched Game of Thrones, especially as of lately. I'm not liable. Let's just say that. I'm not responsible if you got spoiled and you're just like, wait, I didn't want to know that. I told you to click away. I'm not even going to do the countdown. We're just going to go right into it. Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 4. So this week's episode is actually called The Last of the Starks. It starts out, they have piled up sections of bodies from the Great War, and they're ready to burn them. They're memorial, if you will. Dany's saying goodbye to Jorah. Sansa's saying goodbye to Theon. Jon's got his, you know, he's pretty much mourning everybody, and the whole crowd's mourning. The whole beginning of the episode is basically just everybody mourning a loss. Like, they won the Great War, but it still cost a lot of lives, and it sucked to see a lot of people just, you know, go. Before anybody gets confused on that, like, if you've been watching it, like, not to say that everybody we know died, but truly a lot of great soldiers for them paid a price, and a couple, you know, like I said, Theon and Jorah, they're 2 strong characters that a lot of people like, so I have a great respect for them. Anyways, they very quickly go from mourning, which I can respect that part of the episode, to transitioning to, you know what, we're gonna be happy. We survived the Great War. They go into the Great Hall, and I think that's the Great Hall, right? They're in the castle of the Starks. I can't think of that room's particular name, sorry, but they're in the, I'm just gonna call it the Great Hall. Go with me. I'm gonna get hate for it, I know it. They're in the hall, and everybody's, you know, sitting down, drinking, eating, literally celebrating the win over the Great Wall, celebrating that they're actually alive. You know, a lot of jokes, a lot of fun things get said, and after a while, Gendry starts to walk off like, you know, I don't really know that I'm in the mood for this, and Daenerys is like, hold up, no. You deserve something for your bravery during this battle. You are now the Lord of, I think she said the Stormborn, something like that, Lord of the Storm Realm. And he's like, what if I don't want that? And she said, you deserve it, and everybody cheers him on. She makes him Lord of the Storm Realm, and through that partying, everybody comes to Jon. You know, they celebrate Gendry, everybody gives him a handshake and whatnot, but it also quickly transitions to Jon getting to celebrate, and everybody's just like, you know, he's our king, thank you. And he's like, I'm not your king, Daenerys is your queen. And they pretty much, you know, just say, hey, no, you're our king, this man will fight for you through thick and thin, even if, you know, your whole kingdom is against him, whatever, you know, this guy truly has faith. He is our king. And Dany's like, you could just easily tell, like, she's still fighting to be queen. You know, she's not happy all this being said around her, like, I'm supposed to be these people's queen. So she walks off, and Jon obviously walks off with her later, and they just talk, you know. He's like, I don't care what they say, I don't want this, and she literally snaps at him. It doesn't matter what you want. You're the heir to the throne. I feel like everybody has a purpose. I feel like I'm meant to be queen, but, you know, basically, you know, he is heir to the throne. Like, she feels it's her destiny to be the heir, but she also knows, you know, knowing Jon is actually Aegon Targaryen, he actually should be the heir. She's like, I don't like this. Can you basically lie to everybody? Just keep this between us. I don't want you to tell them. You keep sitting here insisting that I'm your queen, but if anybody knew the truth, they wouldn't let me be queen. They would insist that you actually be the king that you were meant to be. Basically spitting in his face like, just don't be the heir. You don't want it, I don't want you to do it. You're supposed to be, but whatever. Can I just say, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I have loved Dany throughout the entire series, and I'll admit, I still got a good crush on her. Like, to an extent, I do still really like her, but she has very easily become very manipulative, very hateful. She's just downright demanding. She's taken on a whole new perspective, and it's showing bad. It's like, Dany, you gotta calm down. People are not gonna bow down to you if you don't show them a little more respect. Like, you can tell she actually wants them to respect her, but at the same time, she's so demanding to be queen. It's not gonna work. You can't be like that. People aren't gonna respect you and want you to actually be their queen if you act like that. I understand your passion, but the way you're acting, you can't do that. Anyways, so they have a fight. He basically, you know, she ends up telling him, I want you to keep the secret, especially from your sisters. And he's like, they're my family. Anybody else I'd be fine keeping the secret with, but they're my family. I refuse to keep that a secret from them. She's like, please, I'm begging you. I never beg anyone. Don't tell them. Just no one's. Keep this between us. He basically just ends up walking out of the room like, no, this is not going anywhere. And he ends up actually going to his sisters with Bran there. So the whole new scene becomes Bran, Arya, Sansa, and Jon, and they basically are just like, dude, we don't frickin' like Daenerys. We respect you, you know, your relationship with her, blah, 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 but we don't want her to be our queen. That bitch has to go. Even though they don't know quite yet, let's just be honest, Jon and Dany are related too. They want to have a relationship together, but this revolves around another little creepy thing. She's his aunt, he's her nephew. This really does not need to be a relationship. Common sense. And more on that later. He ends up saying, I need to tell you something. Bran says, it's up to you. You can tell he's like, say it, don't say it. And he ends up actually having Bran tell them the truth. His real name.
John C.
Aegon Targaryen. His real name is that he's the heir to the throne, and then it cuts to Sansa with Tyrion. They, you know, discuss he's about to leave to go and try to talk to Cersei. She has a little opinion about the whole thing, whatever, and he just like, you know, I believe in Dany. I believe in her. She's the queen. She will make the world right. And Sansa finally is just like, what if there's somebody else that could take the throne? The entire time, you know, as soon as he said that he wanted to tell them the truth, I'm like, Sansa's gonna spill it. I know it. He's telling them both to swear that they're not gonna tell anybody. We all know Sansa at this point. In this case, it's not that I don't trust Sansa. There's some things that's just like, I don't know if she should know that. This I actually respected, that she did this. I gotta be honest. Like, I don't really... If you want to keep something down low, keep something down low, but there's some things and just the right people, if you tell, you know, I actually respected that he told her, and she's like, you know what, let me actually tell Tyrion. So she does tell Tyrion, and he ends up telling her other advisor about the whole thing, and they basically have a squabble the rest of the episode about who should really take the throne, where are we gonna go, what's gonna happen here. This is only gonna get more and more tense as the ride ensues. Oh, there's that little thing about Jaime and Brienne's new relationship, but we don't need to get into that. I mean, if you guys want to talk about it later, we can talk about it. That was rather, I mean, they did that. Okay, that happened. Good for them, but I don't think that did not last very long. That was, okay, very random. As for Tyrion and Jaime being interrogated by, what's his name? Son of a biscuit. I'll correct myself later. You can put it over in text. I want to just push through this. The other guy that he interrogates them for a minute. That scene was actually pretty funny, I gotta be honest. Like, obviously he's actually threatening Tyrion and Jaime's life, but I'm sorry, it was just too funny as he did it. I don't want that to happen, but it was a mixed feeling kind of scene. Moving way forward, so we finally get to King's Landing. Daenerys is riding around with her dragons, and unfortunately Drogon gets shot down and killed. They have to fall back temporarily. Not fun to watch that. Not fun to watch a dragon die. And after Drogon dies, basically both ships, you know, kind of go at odds. Like, they're not that Tyrion and Dany's ship actually attacks them, but like the Greyjoys attack. No, not Greyjoys. He's a what is Euron? Is he a Greyjoy? I'm so gonna. I really don't remember people's names. Crap. I remember like the very main people, but I'm so bad. Jeez, this has all been season after season. So many people. Let's just say Euron's and his troops face them and attacks the crap out of them, and everybody has to like abandon ship, and in the process his little girlfriend gets kidnapped, and it comes down to the end of the episode where Cersei and her advisor are just doing a little stare down. Yeah, so they're standing there all face to face. It's tense for a minute. Cersei finally sends out her advisor, and Tyrion goes up to him. They try to discuss the situation. It's clearly going nowhere. Cersei's advisor is basically going, "You're an idiot. Why are you here? I mean, you either surrender or we kill you." And Tyrion's like, "Do you really know the gravity of the situation? This woman has dragons. Dragons! You have just a little army of people. Who's the idiot? Cersei is gonna die. Eventually. Think about this." He basically just ends up doing a "fuck you, shut up," literally walks right past him, looks up at Cersei eye to eye, tries to talk to her, tries to reason with her, brings up her baby, you know, oof. You're gonna bring up her baby? But it's true, like, obviously she has a baby, she cares about all of her kids, or did care for her kids before they all... She has a whole village of kids that obviously she cares about. She's pretending not to care about because she wants to try to seem like a monster. And it's true, everybody knows it. It's not just like him trying to call her out and like call the duel. Like, she really does. Like, she cares for her people. She's genuinely trying not to seem like she does so she can win this stupid war, like trying to manipulate people. And Tyrion's like, just stop.
Get some help.
I don't want you to die. I don't want you to listen to all these other people die. Just surrender. And you could just see the look in her eye like, I probably should, but I really don't want to. I'm sure as hell not going to stop now, because her surrendering basically means they're going to kill her. There's no way around it. She surrenders, she's going to die. They would like to spare all of King's Landing and not like go into a whole out war and kill everybody. They'd like to spare King's Landing, but kill her. Kill her, spare King's Landing, but if she doesn't surrender, that's if she surrenders. Does this make sense? If she surrenders, they just kill her, spare King's Landing, but if she doesn't surrender, they just kill her and it's just blood and stupid. Like, they don't want to do that. She basically sends a message her own manipulative little witch way. She brings out the kidnapped hostage from their ship and basically says, if you don't surrender, she's gonna die. And they're like, and there's no words even need to be said. Like, you can just see in their faces, we don't want to surrender, but we don't want her to die either. And it very quickly goes to just forget it, off of their head. And what I love is she actually went out with a bang. Her final words were, Dracarys. If you're a fan of the show, if you've made it this far and you're risking spoilers, that was a badass moment, straight up. Like, I didn't want her to go, obviously, but what better way to go? Dracarys is Daenerys telling the dragons to fire. Breathe your fire, kill, do what you gotta do, start battle, whatever. Her saying Dracarys as Cersei was about to chop off her head was basically her, you know, her final word, light 'em up. Don't worry about me, light 'em up. That, you know, I don't care who you are, what you're doing watching this show. If you've watched it long enough, you just, long story short, that's one of the best ways you can go out. Maybe not the, I want to say it's the best way to go out, but the show's still not over yet. There's probably going to be some other badass way from Jon or Dany themselves, but easily right now that's in like the top 2, top 5, somewhere in there. Like, that was badass. I'm about to die. Dany. Dracarys. Light the fuckers up. Destroy King's Landing, please. Get this bitch. And Dany, and the whole episode just ends with Dany walking away, basically in tears, and you can tell she's just... This woman's gotta go. Shit's about to get so freaking real. So, I basically only have like a rant, like a little review, like what I just did, an episode playthrough. I don't really have any genuine thoughts. The whole thing is honestly still, like, since the first episode started up to now, like, I still can't form a genuine, like, thought of the whole thing. Not like I'm in complete and total shock, but the best way I can describe all this is just genuinely insane. John knows who he is. It's kind of awkward for him and Danny. Let's just be real here. They're aunt and nephew. They really shouldn't be dating, and for some reason they like each other. I mean, Danny's hot, and I'm sure the ladies still like John. I can kind of understand that. If they weren't related, they would be a good couple, but they're related. Let's not get creepy here. I shouldn't even be talking about it like that, but still. So Tyrion's little face-off with Cersei was intense. I never really have any good words to say. It was just straight up insane. Like, I loved the whole thing. Danny saying goodbye to Jorah was obviously sad. Watching her and Jon have a squabble was, uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. The whole thing was just crazy, insane. I'm still loving every minute of this whole ride, just waiting for the end. Just, I don't want it to end, but I also know where this is gonna go, you know, just, how does it end? It's getting crazy. I think it's time for me to shut up. I'm gonna get up now. If you've been watching this show at all, let me know your opinions, your theories, how you thought the episode went, what you think is going to happen now, your new predictions. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of tonight's episode, or this recent episode, and what you think of the season so far, where you think it's going to go. Just start a discussion in the comments. Just let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll talk to you in the comments, trust me. I'm sorry I don't always get to the comments right away. It's stupid. I used to get notifications for the comments. I don't know what's been happening. I see them after a while, trust me. I've seen the comments. It just takes me a little bit to get to them sometimes because I don't immediately get a notification anymore. YouTube, come on, help me out here. But I'll see them, trust me. We'll interact. We'll talk about it. In the meantime, I hope you guys actually enjoyed today's video. Thank you so very much for watching. Please smash the thumbs up button, smash the subscribe button, and as usual, I will see you tomorrow. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Guys, seriously, give a large applause to Alex for editing this vlog and the other vlog a couple days ago. I'll put the links around. Thank you so much, bro. You're awesome. I love your editing style. I do appreciate a bro helping out, and honestly, you do an amazing job. I love it. Thank you so much, everybody in the comments. Thank you, Alex. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here's to the next. Streak's still going.